Hunting with Dad. Hunting with Dad was always a fun experience for me. It was my favorite thing to do was to hunt with my dad, Jerry. Now, he was always stressed because he was always working two jobs, and it was always hard for him to get away. So if I wanted to go hunting or fishing with Dad, I had to pack. But I loved it, and I could hardly sleep the night before, and I got so excited. I would pack everything. I still pack everything. Pack rat, man, Pack Rat Junior. But one of the fun times, there was a couple fun times, we went up above Causey Dam in that area. So I guess the lower end of, it was just in that general vicinity, but up there by Lost Creek, by Causey Dam, up by Monte Cristo, up by Desert Atlanta Livestock. But we went up this one area one time, and Dad, you know, he didn't like, his belief was if you shoot a deer, then the work begins, so why even shoot a deer? But anyway, we got up there, and there were deer, big deer it seemed like at the time, big deer running all around. And I remember one time a coyote come running down the hill, and a bunch of guys shot at the coyote and killed the coyote. But we were down in the valley, walking through this little valley area. It felt like it was up on Monte Cristo. I'm not sure exactly where it was at. Can't remember back that far. It was over by there again, Lost Creek. And all of a sudden, these four gigantic bucks, big bucks, threes, fours, five by five, but a lot of big, huge deer come just running down this hill as fast as they could go. And my dad had that little .32 Winchester that I gave to Brandon, and he started shooting. And I swear, I mean, they came right next to us. I can't believe he couldn't shoot them. They were right next to us. They were within 20 yards of us. They were so close. You could have just roped them with a rope, and it would have been easier to get them that way, and then killed them after you roped them with a rope. But he missed them, and to this day I think he missed them on purpose. Maybe he didn't, maybe he did. But anyway, he shot at them, but missed every single time. And they were on a downhill mission. They were coming down, and they were out of there really quick. But it was fun. One time he talks about the story, him and Brian were up on Monte Cristo, and I think it was called Wheatgrass Canyon. And they walked down on these cliffs where they used to go hunting at Wheatgrass Canyon, which if you go down Wheatgrass Canyon, that ends up at the Boy Scout camp down there by Causey Dam. Anyway, boy, they would be up. They said they were up at Causey, up at Wheatgrass Canyon, and they walked down on the cliffs. And from these cliffs, you can look way down into. There's a little creek down there, and they saw this gigantic 5 by 5 buck come walking out below the cliffs down by the area there. They both ate an apple, and they both ate an orange while they were talking about if they should shoot the deer or not. It was a gigantic buck, and they knew it would be horrible to get that thing out of there. So they talked about it, and finally and eventually they shot this big, gigantic 5 by 5 buck. It was huge, they said. They went down there. I can't remember who shot it. One of them shot, I can't remember if Brian shot it or Jerry shot it. But anyway, they shot that buck. They went down there. They cleaned it out, and they go, holy heck, what did we do? They got it. They cut a big long stick, and then tied that deer's legs to the stick so it would hang upside down like so. They hung that deer. They both put it on their shoulders. One had one side of the tree or the tree branch, and the other had the other side of the tree branch. They picked it up, and they said they started to walk, and it buckled their knees. It was so big. He says there's just no way they could have taken it out of there. They ended up leaving it, but they said it was a gigantic buck. So that particular situation is, don't shoot a deer if you're not going to eat it.